What's going on, my trainer club? Today we're going to check out Deoxys Defense Form in Pokemon Go to make sure you guys have the complete counter guide. You know, the 100% IVs and the best PvP IVs to look for in Pokemon Go. So welcome to the trainer club. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below. Are you guys going to be rating Deoxys Defense Form in Pokemon Go? Are you a PvPer and you're looking to get a better one, a good one? Maybe you didn't have one yet, or are you going to be waiting for Mewtwo to come out? I'm very curious to see what your guys' feelings are on this Pokemon. So before we get into it, I just want to address one thing up front. Is the shiny out? The shiny is not out. So right now, remember about the paywall, guys. If you do want to check out how the paywalls work, it hasn't been out for quite a while, and there's a lot of people that are newer to Go Battle League, and it is a pretty good Pokemon for Go Battle League. So in order to just get one, it is a plus for a lot of people. So not only that, that's incentive enough for enough players to not bring the shiny out. If it was any of the other Deoxys forms, definitely would be more warranted for the shiny, because none of them are really PvP heavy type Pokemon except for this one. So for everybody out there that has been looking for one, congratulations, you now have one and you are able to get one. So we'll go over with the 100% IVs for PvPR in a second, but without further ado, let's jump right into the counter guide, because Deoxys Defense Form is already out. It has come out on Thursday at 8 p.m. Crazy, yes, and it is going to go all the way until Friday at 10 a.m. local time, and that's going to be when we switch over into Mewtwo. That's going to be the time for all of us to stock up on all the Mewtwo XL candies because of the Mega and the Shadow. Obviously, we'll have a counter guide for that. So, Deoxys Defense Form is obviously the defense form of Deoxys. Ironic, it is an all-psychic type Pokemon. It has a max CP of 2570, an attack of 144, a defense of 330, and a stamina of 137, and that defense really does make it a pretty dominant force in the Go Battle League, even though you can't trade it, so you have to catch it because it is a mythical Pokemon. You're not able to trade it and try to knock it down to get it better optimized IVs, so unfortunately, whatever we catch is what we're going to be able to use. With it being a psychic type Pokemon, it's going to have 3 weaknesses, which are going to be Ghost, Dark, and Bug, and then it's going to have 2 resistances, which is going to be psychic as well as fighting. And as far as the moveset goes, it does get 2 quick moves, which is going to be Zen Headbutt as well as counters. Zen Headbutt is going to be slightly problematic for the Gengar, being that it's combined poison as well as the ghost typing. So that's going to make it vulnerable to the psychic typing. So thankfully, it's just a quick move, but wait. It does get 3 charge moves, which are going to be Thunderbolt, Rock Slide, and Psycho Boost. So guys, in here, Rock Slide, if we have a fire type combination, which I think you guys might be able to guess which Mega is going to be combined with that, it is going to be weak to the Rock, and then we obviously have the Mega Gengar and Gengar, which are going to be weak to the Psychic, so do be careful in there for those Pokemon. So, with all that said, guys, what are going to be the 100% IVs on this Pokemon? So, for level 20, $12.99, but unfortunately this Pokemon does not really matter for the 100% IVs in this manner, but I'm going to give them to you anyway just in case you do encounter one. Weather boosted is going to be in windy weather because it's an all psychic type Pokemon. Level 25 at 1624. So that's not what's most important. What is most important, because most of us are not going to raid with this Pokemon, you're Go Battle Leaguing with this Pokemon, so we do need 2 CPs to catch from the Great League as well as the Ultra League. In the Great League, it's going to be ranked 14 with Counter, Psycho Boost, and Thunder. 100% IVs on this Pokemon are going to be a 10, 15, 13. At level 24, so it cannot be weather boosted for you to be able to get this Pokemon. It just cannot, because 24, obviously 25 is the weather boost, that's going to nix out this Pokemon. And then as far as the Ultra League goes, it's going to be ranked 26 with Counter, Psycho Boost, and a Rock Slide combination because of the flying type Pokemon in there, as well as some of the fire type Pokemon. So this one is going to be pretty much the same IVs at level 50 and a half at a 10, 13, 15. So you're switching up the 13 and 15. Both start at 10. Pretty easy ones to remember for PvP. And finally, how many trainers do we need to take down this Pokemon to be able to raid for it to complete it? According to Pokebattler. Thank you for all the graphics. Thank you to LeakDuck for some of the graphics, and Pokemon Go Hub. We're combining all of them. It is going to take 3.3 trainers. So if you guys do want to raid for this Pokemon more, you can always check out the Discord that's in the pinned comments below, discord.gg/thetrainerclub. So with all that said, guys, let's get right into the counters. Keep it short and sweet and simple, and then I'm going to give you the weather boosted conditions, and we are going to wrap it up, and we are going to get on with Tepig Comp Day. That does come out tomorrow, and then we have a lot going on, guys, so let's get into it right now. Number 1, we have Mega Gengar sitting in the first spot with Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball combination. Mega Gengar is going to take 762 seconds with 26 deaths, so it's really not all that bad, but definitely not the Pokemon to use with Psycho Boost. I mean, it's a little bit more tanky, so it's not going to do a tremendous amount of damage, but I just want to make that point out there. And then we're going to go into Mega Houndoom. Obviously, you can only choose one, so I'm going to skip over this Pokemon, but if you do choose to do it, it is going to be Snarl and Foul Play, but this Pokemon is going to be weak to Rock Slide. And then we have Shadow Mewtwo with Psycho Cut and Shadow Shadow Ball in there. Definitely a boss Pokemon. But it's going to take 975 seconds compared to the Mega Gengar. That's 200 seconds longer. That Mega Gengar is a beast in this scenario. And then we have Shadow Weavile with Snarl and Foul Play. Just be careful with this Pokemon. It is an Ice type combination. It's very glassy. It will be weak to the Rock Slide. And then we have Shadow Tyranitar with Bite Crunch. And with all those shadows, now let's move into the non-shadows. Let's go right now. Obviously, we have the first two that are going to stay consistent with the Megas, Mega Gengar being the predominant choice for this raid boss. And then we have Darkrai. Darkrai is going to be Snarl and Shadow Ball. So I would say, depending on which Pokemon's Megas are going to be in there, if it's going to be Mega Houndoom, you use the Dark Pulse. But if it is going to be Mega Gengar, you use the Shadow Ball as the moveset because it's going to get boosted from the Mega Gengar Mega Boost and give you more damage output. And then we have Mega Gyarados. I'm not going to worry about that, but then that's going to take us into the counter spot number 5, which is going to be Giratina Origin Form with the Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball combination. Pokemon Pretty Beast. It is going to be a Dragon type combination, so it's going to be resisting Electric, but it's going to be neutral to Psychic, but that's not really that big of a deal because it doesn't hit very hard, such as something like a Mewtwo with the Psy Strike that would KO this Giratina so much harder. And then we have Chandelure with Hex and Shadow Ball. Problem with this Pokemon, it's a fire typing, so it is a little bit glassier and it's going to be weak to the Rock Slide. But the only two Pokemon that are below 1,000 seconds to beat this Pokemon are going to be Mega Gengar by almost 250 seconds, and then Mega Houndoom just barely, but every other Pokemon that we are covering is going to be a lot more down. So Mega Gengar is very powerful for this situation, especially if you're trying to get that 296 XL candy, guys, which probably come out to about 80 raids. You can't trade it to get the XL candies, so you're only going to be able to transfer it, so it is going to require quite a bit of resources, especially if you want to max it out level 50 and a half, if you get the 10, 13, 15 for that Ultra League maxed out potential. And then we have the Mega Beedrill. Obviously, we're not going to use that Pokemon, but then we have the regular Gengar with Lick and Shadow Ball. This Pokemon, obviously, it sits up there. Giratina is more of an optimal choice, and this Pokemon is going to be weak to Psychic, both the Psycho Boost and the Zen Headbutt. And then we have Hydreigon with Bite and Dark Pulse. This Pokemon is only going to be 21 deaths because it is going to resist Electric. It is not a Flying type combination, although it does deceive your eyes. It is a Dragon and a Dark type combination. So it is actually pretty favorable, which then is going to lead us into the Yveltal. The problem with Yveltal is a Flying and Dark type combination, so it is weak to Rock Slide. So kind of take that into account. With Snarl and Dark Pulse, which then going to lead us into Weavile. With the Snarl and the Foul Play, this Pokemon has 39 deaths. So at all possible, a lot of people always see me and I'm like, I don't really like the Weavile. Why do I not like the Weavile? It's because it's so glassy. It doesn't serve your party too well, and it's just going to eat up your revives. So although it does deliver a lot of damage output, it's just not quite tanky enough to stay in there long enough to do enough damage to really compete for the top spots. And then we have Genesect, either the burn or the regular one with the all bug type moves of Fury Cutter and X Scissor. And then we have regular Mewtwo with Psycho Cut and Shadow Ball combination, followed by the T-Tar with the Bite and the Crunch combination, followed by Bisharp with the Snarl and the Dark Pulse. And if you guys do want to check any more of the budget counters, they're really far down the list. We are over 1,240 seconds to beat this Pokemon from the original quoted 762 on that Mega Gengar, which is way further down there. So obviously stay towards the top, being that it's a bulkier Pokemon too. It's not going to do a tremendous amount of damage. It's just going to take a lot longer of a time frame as opposed to something that's a little bit more glassy like a Rayquaza with a double weakness. So with all that said, guys, how are the weather conditions going to affect catching this Pokemon? And then we're going to wrap it up. So as far as the sunny weather is not really going to have any effect. As far as the partly cloudy, it's going to boost the Rock Slide of this Pokemon. So any Pokemon that's going to be Fire or Flying combination, probably going to be a no-go on this particular weather condition, especially if at Rock Slide and it spams off pretty quickly. It's going to knock those Pokemon out pretty fast, which then is going to lead us into cloudy weather. Cloudy weather is going to boost the counter. Another thing that I haven't covered is going to be powerful against Dark, not the Yveltal, but the Dark typing. And another thing, counter is going to be double strong against the Weavile. So I really don't like that Pokemon because counter is a fighting move. It's going to be powerful against ice as well as the Dark typing. So please be careful with that Pokemon. Something like a Giratina is much more suited to handle the counter, definitely, as opposed to the Weavile. And then we're moving into the rainy weather. Rainy weather is going to boost the Thunder of this particular Pokemon, so be careful out there with the flying types. And then finally, it's also going to boost all of our bug type Pokemon. So in rainy weather, although some of the other Pokemon are still going to prevail, if you have a Mega Beedrill out, obviously it's going to recommend that Pokemon. And it's also going to boost the Thunderbolt of the Deoxys Defense Form, so any type of flying type Pokemon are definitely going to be getting hit pretty hard during that time frame, which then is going to lead us into the grand finale. We have a couple more weather conditions, which is going to be snowy weather, no effect. Foggy weather, it's going to boost all of the Dark as well as the ghost type counter. So actually foggy weather is a really advantageous counter spot to be in. Although I don't get foggy weather too much, I don't know how many people do, but if you do get it, it is going to help you out. And then finally we have windy weather. Windy weather is going to boost the Zen Headbutt, the Psycho Boost, and fortunately / unfortunately, I would say fortunately it's going to boost the defense form if you're trying to get it for the Ultra League, but unfortunately it's going to counter out the possibility to get the Great League stats on that particular Pokemon. So what are going to be the optimal party sizes? If you're using a Mega Pokemon, Mega Gengar, absolute no doubt. Then obviously we have the Giratina Origin form. That would pretty much make up the rest. Or if you do have the Shadow Mewtwo, you can put it in there. Mega Gengar, Shadow Mewtwo. None of them are going to be weak to the moves, and then the Giratina, that's going to make up a really good party. But if you're looking at more budget type counters, if you have the Mega Gengar, you can do regular Gengar in there as well. You can do Excavalier, which we didn't cover, but we did point out. The moveset on that is going to be Bug Bite and Mega Horn. You can do Tyranitar as well as Scissor. So those are all the counters, guys. I hope this helped. I hope you guys are ready for it. If you do want it, if you don't, obviously probably get 1 or 2. And if you want to go Battle League with it, I mean, the stats, you know, they're kind of important, but at the same time, you know, like, obviously we want to optimize it, especially if we're going to put resources for the Ultra League. But beyond that, good luck out there, trainers, and get ready for Mewtwo. That's going to be coming in the future in approximately 2 weeks. So thank you guys for being here, likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members. Everybody takes their support, subscription, and participation to the next level. I'm going to see you guys out on the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.